Pisces. This is your reading for this new moon in Aries, which is literally 24 hours away. It's also the equinox. It's an important time. And for some Pisces out there, it's your birthday. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for liking and commenting, because it really helps the videos to be seen by more people, and I really do appreciate it. So let's get cracking, see what the storyline is for you today, Pisces. Check out the collective reading. You might find something of interest in that. And if you know what your ascendant, moon, Venus and Jupiter are in, look at those too, if you so wish. So let's just see. It's a wild and windy day here in Aotearoa in Aotearoa, Christchurch, New Zealand. So let's just see, Pisces. We can get some cards coming out, yes. And just a couple more for Pisces, please. Let us see. There's a lot, isn't there, going on at the moment in the world. It's just so, it's like everything, time has speeded up. I kind of felt like I've been a battery that was sort of overcharged and then undercharged for the last week or so. I don't know. Let me know if you're experiencing the same kind of waves of that. It's sort of quite exhausting. But anyway, we continue onward. Storyline for Pisces, looking interesting. We start out here with the Five of Swords, which can be a difficult card. It is the card, you know, sometimes we let ourselves down, or we feel that we may have, Pisces. Now, remember, these readings, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It's also about taking credit for something that someone else has done, or that it works in the opposite way. The Five of Swords is is a type of behavior, I guess. So whether that's someone in your life, or whether you've sort of been thinking about that in general within yourself, maybe. We then have the Ten of Wands. We understand in this 10 that there's an internal burden that needs to be let go of. We need to shift things up, turn it around, get rid, pretty much. It's the end of the line with that Ten of Wands. We then have the Eight of Discs, Pisces, working hard, protecting our new growth, protecting our new ideas, what we've been working away on. And then it is also, can be, sometimes a distractive device. In the Thoth deck, it's called Prudence. But yeah, it's definitely working away on something here. Then we have the Lovers, a card of integration, or a card of synthesizing of sorts, those dualities within our nature, understanding, maybe wanting more of a balance. It is overseen by the Hermit, who oversees the vows, because this card is also contractual. So we're speaking of relationships, we're speaking of our nature, our dualistic nature of the human, and kind of working upon that. So it's very interesting, Pisces. Let's have a look. What is this Five of Swords for you? For you. What is it talking of? Speaking of? It's speaking about the Ten of Cups. What are maybe shifting in our life at the moment, our ideas about what happiness truly is for us, or what kind of package does it come in? Is it is it about relationships, or what is it? happiness to us. We get the Queen of Wands here as well. Ego-driven queen knows how to go after what they want. This is a powerful position because it's understanding your own will and what you want, how you go and get what you want. I do think that's shifting for you. You're altering it. You maybe being a little bit more upfront, Pisces, is the feeling that I get from that. 10 of Wands, please. 10 of Wands for Pisces. So there's a shift in understanding and in action. I've got a bit of a cluster. Oh, yes. 'Tis often the way. Working hard. Have you been going back? For some Pisceans, have you been going back in time? Doing a bit of time travel in your own history. We get the 8 of Discs again. Working, perfecting something. I don't see it actually as any kind of distraction. It's like perfecting something here. You've been working at it and on it. We also have, with that 10 of Wands, we've got the 10 of Discs. This is a whole new, excuse me, Pisces, you're entering a whole new cycle. Yes, I speak of cycles a lot because they happen a lot. That's what everything's made up of, is just cycles. A whole new zone. A shift in the way that maybe you do things, maybe how you go and get what you want. It's a whole shift. And as I said, are you looking back in time? Are you going through memory, looking at values? How do you see your integrity? What are your values? All of that. I think you've been doing a big sort of review of it. And the world heading into a new portal, into a whole new epoch of time. With the Queen of Wands. It's pretty good, Pisces. Let's look at the 8 of Discs twice here. Let's look at the 8 of Discs. Trusting higher, for want of a better word there, higher guidance. We're not going on what we see as much as our internal sort of guidance here. We've got a new moon in here. 2 of Swords, making a decision based on that, not so much on anything else. We also have the Empress to back that up, because we're talking about nurture, we're talking about creativity, however expansive you are or however limited. We're talking about creative, nurturing, heart-based operations, heart-based work, heart-based life. It's another new moon. Is this your time, Pisces? Is this your time to shine? Maybe. Why not? Every time's a good time to shine. Yeah, that came out before too at the beginning with, there's something about that. It's rebalancing your ability to express yourself. When I say rebalance, I mean expressing yourself in a way that is not reactionary, that doesn't rely on a defense mechanism, Pisces. We've got the page looking at, well, we're sort of looking at the Lovers here, page of Wands that came out actually with that Queen, but it was just too many cards there. Expression, will. This page, because of the adolescent nature of this card, actually has to experiment with that, has to be of a learner's mind, has to be open in terms of being a learner's mind and also experimental. In the way, it's all about expression here. It's all about how we express ourselves, not in a reactionary way, in a really good, productive, healthy way. And I don't mean to get into that good, bad thing, because it's just not. Like, that's in a productive, healthy way for yourself. It's challenging, but it is necessary. We've got the Two of Cups here. Again, we're talking contracts, we're talking reciprocal balance. It's probably one of the best cards in the deck. It's like Pisces fishes are actually working in unison together at this time, creating more equanimity and balance in their lives, certainly in their relationships. And it's about presenting here and embracing this Queen of Wands, the Queen of Will. We do not need to go behind the scenes, or, you know, if that's the case, you know, for some out there, we don't need to be hidden anymore. The fishes are swimming together. Now, we're rediscovering, you know, and this whole thing about a new way of expressing yourself. We're discovering things around us that give us optimism and enthusiasm here. They may well be familiar, but we've got a new ziz and zang in the whole thing. We're getting excited here, Pisces. Losgona pulls herself out of a muddy kind of zone and starts to rediscover things that give her pleasure or him pleasure. It's a great card. This, what's the word? This is a portent. Just as this is a portal into that new epoch, that new zone, the new period in your life, just as this is a portal, Fairies of the Future is a portent. I think that's the right word. And we're running with the ball here. We're projecting forward as to where and how we want to operate and be, because we know we're entering into a whole new zone, whole new period of our lives, Pisces. And there's an emphasis here, whether it's because we're in a new moon in Aries, it is all about speed and full expression of desire. I am here. This is me. I'm going for it. Whether it is something to do with this new moon time. We do have 2 new moons in this reading with the Empress and the 2 of Swords. Kim Cran's animal card here. First off the block, isn't it, Aries? Kim Cran's animal spirit card for for Pisces, please. At this time, that just came out. There's an opportunity here to just go with this and to feel quite confident in the decisions that you do make at this time, Pisces. We've got the gazelle. There's an attraction. There's a magnetic quality to this. There's a solar dynamic vitality in here. There's a magnetic quality to it. And the gazelle is magnetic themselves. You know, so we're sitting in a good place, Pisces. On that note, I hope you got something from this reading. And again, do check out the other, readings. You might find something of value in them. The collective reading is up there if you're seeing this right now. So just check it all out, whatever title stands out for you, whatever title, Pisces, check it out. On that note, enjoy the beautiful equinox and this new moon, great time to be planting, putting those little seeds in the dark. If you haven't already, you might be seeing them popping up. On that note, ka kite, bye.